how we sit, how we look. We're sucking it in. There we go. Okay, talkie talk. Oops, that was bad.
There's another test, or
There's another test. Just
hi. Or we just get.
Or we just both sit. Yeah.
That seems like the right
It
choice.
does. How do we feel?
Oh, we feel so good.
Hi.
No, you don't say that.
Oh, man. Oh.
Hi, it's Oren.
And Brad.
So thank you for joining us tonight for this very special screening of Just Pretend. Know that the whole Youth Sing Praise family is thinking about you, even if we can't be together in person.
You're about to experience the original production of Just Pretend from its premiere in 2015. We're excited to see it again, and even if it's your first viewing, we hope that you enjoy it.
We want to give special thanks to the original cast that you're about to see, as well as the theatrical team, the youth ministry team, the helpers team from 2015 that breathed life into this piece. Thank you also to Aaron Brennan, the YSP director, and the YSP board, who originally commissioned and produced this piece.
Speaking of originals, we're incredibly excited to share a new song tonight. After seeing a fully realized performance 5 years ago, we felt that the character of Victoria needed another moment. Something to reaffirm that her self-worth was not all wrapped up in just getting the lead.
So tonight, Victoria's new song, titled In You, will be performed by YSP senior Kristen Steiner, who had the opportunity to sing the piece as well at a prayer service that I put together earlier this year, back when we could have prayer services with people all in the same room singing
Together?
And it seems so long ago.
We should also mention one other thing before we begin. Our musical uses the frame of a traditional Purim spiel, which people of the Jewish faith use to tell the story of Queen Esther every year. These pageants are typically portrayed by their casts in an over-the-top humorous way.
So, for instance, in this show, there's a crazy, some would say infamous polka toward the end of Act 1, in which the villain, whose name is Haman, takes great delight in proclaiming genocide. Now, that's obviously not our delight. It's not the overall message of the show, which is in every moment concerned with human dignity.
So it is in that spirit that we wrote the show, and it's also in that spirit, then spirituality, that we ask you to watch it, knowing that we have no intent of offending you or the important tradition of the story that we're telling.
We hope that Just Pretend points always to the dignity that God gives to each person.
After the show, we will be hosting a Zoom party. Towards the end of Act 2, we'll post a link in the comments, and so please join us. We would love to say hello.
So once again, welcome to the virtual watch party.
On with the show. That was pretty good.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
In ancient days, Jews lived in the kingdom of Judah and worshipped at the temple in Jerusalem. But the Babylonian Empire, as empires often do, sought to extend its control over its neighbor, Judah. Led to Babylonia, the Jews lived in exile until the empire fell to the Persian king, Cyrus the Great. Once liberated, many Jews lived in the diaspora under King Xerxes, who ruled at the great city of Susa, where cultures dwelled together in peace and harmony, and often even celebrated together.
Welcome one and all. After 180 days of displaying his vast wealth and splendor, King Xerxes welcomes you to the 7th and final day of this great banquet here at the Palace of Susa. Eat, drink, dance, and sing!
Feast again, drink again, tell a rousing tale and then sing this song nothing much, I'm here because Xerxes asked his court to be present, and his servants one and all. Partying is not my thing, I'll hang out by the wall. While I don't imbibe, I'm a palace scribe. Here I serve the king in the halls of Susa. Though I'm a faithful Jew, in fact, round here that details on the raps.
Advisors to the king!
Out of the way, scrub. Point us to our place at the feast.
Well, I'm not sure if I have your names on the list.
Don't toy with us.
You know what's good for you. I'm sure we're seeing the king's right.
Right this way.
We hang around the courts, a brooding brood of sorts. We advise the king on matters royal, but we feel change is coming fast. Our loyalties, they might not last.
Make way, one and all, your king approaches. All hail your host with the most, Xerxes, king of Persia.
Give a longer to the king, sings his toast, sing his praise. We've been drinking here for days here in King Xerxes' hall. It's a blow-up royal ball, only served top shelf to the Persian king himself.
King Xerxes, you are holding out one last treasure.
Oh?
Where is Queen Vashti, famous for her beauty? Shouldn't a king show off a
May
most
I
prized
tell
jewel?
my queen?
Show her off!
Vashti, bring your royal crown and strut your royal stuff.
Stop! Victoria, what are you doing?
I've been thinking about it. Are you sure I shouldn't appear at the end of this number?
I'm pretty sure. Vashti refuses to come before the king and his noble guests wearing the royal crown. It's written right there in the script, as plain as Hebrew. Vashti disobeys the king's orders, which means he has to find a new queen, which means Esther can be queen, which means she can defend her people, and...
But why do I disobey the king?
Because without this important piece of exposition, we would have no impetus for the rest of the play. And since you're so good at disobeying authority figures, one day until Purim, good Lord in heaven, 24 hours.
Well, you know what they say. A bad dress rehearsal means a good opening night.
What do they say about an abysmal dress rehearsal?
Here's a note from my mother.
Yeah.
Is this another note asking why the chorus girls in Queen Vashti's harem can't wear turtlenecks?
She wants to know why the opening song is about drinking. Isn't this a religious play?
Yeah.
It is, but even religious people want to celebrate sometimes.
But Xerxes had this party for like 180 days. Don't you think that's a little excessive?
No. I mean, yeah.
Taylor, kindly tell your mother that we are simply portraying what is in the book of Esther.
I was in last year's Spiel, and there was no drinking in that play.
Then whoever wrote last year's Spiel ignored chapter 1.
Yeah, chapter 1 is like one big party.
You read, Audrey?
Who knew writing a new play on a story 2.5 millennia old would be so controversial?
You have no idea.
She also heard me practicing Haman's song for when he plots against the Jews, and she was like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "It's a polka, Mom." And she's like, "Why are you singing about genocide in a polka?"
Wow, spoiler alert!
It is ironic. It is theatrical juxtaposition for comedic effect.
But we're Jewish.
Yes, isn't that ironic? How are the costume adjustments coming on Esther's costume?
I'm certain I fitted her costume last week, but now it's too tight. I think she's been doing a little bit of stress eating.
It doesn't matter if she's been eating a Twinkie an hour. She's Esther, Queen of Persia.
Not yet. I'm still the Queen of Persia to the end of the next scene.
Well, can we just dispose of her quickly so we can get on with the show?
Unless you change your mind. We still have time.
Not much. Kevin! Yeah?
I know all of her lines.
Just stick to your own, thank you. Can we reset the confetti cannons?
I know all of her songs.
We're out of confetti. Always the confetti cannons.
I'm telling you, it's either Twinkies or Chipotle.
Not Twinkies, and it's not Chipotle.
Oh, hello, my dear.
I'm so sorry that my costume doesn't fit. I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's okay, my dear. We'll fix the costume. Again.
Hey,
Hey,
what was that?
my costume. All these Reese's peanut butter cups are catching up with me.
Are you stress eating?
I just had 3 backstage during the opening number. Here, take the last one before I regret it. I feel like I'm letting everyone down, and I haven't even gone on stage yet.
What? No. You are going to be the best Esther we've ever had. Seriously, like, the best Esther. The best there.
That is the lamest pep talk ever.
Okay, from the tag, please.
Places for the tag!
And let's keep going.
Queen Vashti refuses to come.
Did you not tell her that her king commanded her to come before him and his line?
His noble guests wearing the royal crown.
Thanks. His noble guests wearing the crown?
I did.
And yet she refuses to come?
She does.
Line?
What should I do?
Thanks. What should I do?
Queen Vashti has done wrong, not only to the king, but to all the nobles and peoples of the provinces of King Xerxes.
This very day, the Persian women of nobility who have heard of the queen's conduct will respond to their husbands in the same way. There will be no end of disobedience.
Queen Vashti sets a dangerous precedent. There will be no end to the insubordination she shows.
This sounds serious.
It is. You must not tolerate such disrespect.
Such disobedience.
Such disloyalty.
Such a dis. If it pleases the king, issue a royal decree that Queen Vashti shall never again enter the presence of King Xerxes.
And that her royal position be given to someone who is more deserving.
And when the king's edict is proclaimed, all women will respect their husbands again.
You really think that will work?
Yes, of course it will.
Definitely. Yeah.
It shall be done. Therefore...
Victoria?
Yes?
We are waiting on your entrance.
I've been thinking about it. Are you sure I shouldn't come until the next line? And anyways, nobody says dis anymore.
Victoria, could you please, for a moment, just pretend that I am the director here? And Zeke, could you just pretend that you have a clue of what your lines are? And everyone else, could you just pretend that we open tomorrow night? Now, let's take it from the line. You really think that will work? Vashti's off stage, about to enter on the line, therefore. And everyone else at the party is waited with bated breath. Please!
You really think that will work?
Oh yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
It shall be done. Therefore, line.
Ah, Vashti, now you come?
Ah, Vashti, now you come?
This is kind of funny.
But you are too late, for I have made a royal decree that you have been banished from my presence.
Your presence wasn't a gift anyways.
And such inheritance is the reason you are banished.
Save your breath.
I will only say it once more.
You said that I was lovely and I took your heart that day. But now I'm cast aside just like some trash you threw away. You said I was your sunshine, but those clouds have turned to gray. Now I say you don't know what you got until it's gone. And now it's gone. And now it's gone. Yes, I am gone. You try to show me up just like another pretty thing. A fancy gown, a golden crown, a precious diamond ring. You told me come and strut that stuff, 'cause baby I'm the king. Now I say you don't know what you got until it's gone. And now it's gone. And now it's gone. And what I think you'll miss the most, my talent is known from coast to coast. That golden scepter which you boast. Girls, I think you know what he's compensating
Get
for.
out, ungrateful woman. Get out and don't come back. Get out, ungrateful.
You don't have to tell me twice. I'll hit my own road, Jack, because I'm cool. Let me tell you that I'm gone. Yes, I am cool. You can use it tomorrow. Or what you need today. Because I'm gone.
Well, that was humiliating.
We're not going to let a little royal deposition ruin our spirits, are we? So now that she's gone. Yes, I am gone. Yes, I am gone. You made yourself tomorrow for what you did today. Because I'm gone.
I never know if she's acting in that number.
Where did that reprise come from? Where did that reprise come from?
We got a note saying that you wanted a reprise.
You got a note? Let me see that.
We got a whole list of notes with your signature on it.
I will deal with our rogue queen later. From now on, any notes coming from me will be signed by a notary public. Let's keep going.
Well, the sun is shining brightly, bits of birdsong fill the air, but their chatter goes right through me as I squint into the glare. All the citizens of Susa bustle to and fro below. All this noise. Oh, it's no use. Ugh. So back to bed I go.
It's going to be a busy day, Your Highness.
Oh, I have a royal headache from a royal bender.
Royal bummer, sir.
First I check the day's agenda, then convene my cabinet. Royal matters to attend to with my upper management. Ribbon cutting ceremony, fiscal council in between. Meet the Prince of Babyloni, and yeah, I need a queen. I suppose I could form a search committee for her, not before I form a search committee for some aspirin. Sheila! Can I get some Alka-Seltzer and a slice of buttered toast?
Very good. Anything else, sir?
Advil to a double dose. Can you stop the room from whirling and my face from looking green? Clear my schedule till next Thursday, and yeah, I need a queen. Sure you heard, but I banished Vashti last night in a wrath fit of drunken rage. She totally deserved it.
I'm sure she did, sir.
I always get the feeling my words lack some effect. Hard to know if folks respect my rule. I've even had to banish my disobedient queen who played me for a fool. My next queen, I'll find someone who's beautiful and fair, who's practically perfection to create a royal pair, who is strong but still dependent, who appreciates my quirks, who to me would show a penchant, a queen for this King Xerxes. How to find this specimen?
Ooh, shall I summon the palace concubine?
Perhaps, but the crown is worth something beyond those silly palace girls. I know that she is out there, but how to find one?
May I recommend a contest, sir?
What?
We'll scour all of Susa, we'll look throughout the land to find the perfect girl.
That isn't a competition. You just bring the girls to me, get them in the best condition for potential royalty. Looks like Vashti gets a trade-in. It's my next royal decree. Gather all the lovely maidens. King Xerxes needs a queen. This is too much dancing for a hangover.
It's the world's first beauty pageant. King Xerxes needs a queen.
Did I miss Abby's scene?
Just in time for your niece, Darla.
Did you know she won her 5th grade talent show and she's auditioned for American Idol 4 times?
Oh, 4 times?
She sings at all our Shabbos dinners.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
I will never get used to that.
Hear the king's decree!
Abby. Remember how we practiced your lines?
Uh-huh.
Well, can you rehearse somehow we practiced? Try it again.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Hear the king's decree!
Nope. Abby, no. Mm-mm. Remember how we closed our eyes and we think about our lines nice and slow, and we just pretend we are the town crier, and we say,
Hear ye! Hear the king's decree!
there you go, my dear. And
With the removal of Queen Vashti, Xerxes seeks a new queen! The king demands all maidens of Susa to appear at the palace. Those deemed worthy will remain at the palace for proper beatification and will await the selection of a new queen of Persia!
She's good, huh?
Uh-huh. Brava!
Oh, Uncle Mordecai, what am I going to do?
You will appear at the palace as the king requests.
Demands, you mean?
Esther.
News?
This is terrible news.
I could be a princess, a Jewish antiquarian princess.
First of all, I think you're confused. Xerxes needs a queen. And second of all, why would he ever choose a Jewess when he could have a Persian?
Persian or Jew, we are all subjects of the king.
I guess we'll see at the competition, won't we?
Oh.
Promise me at the competition. You'll beat that one.
I don't want to beat anyone. I can't imagine leaving you or the life that I have here, even if it was for all the splendors of a queen.
The splendors of a queen are precisely what are at stake.
Oh, really, Uncle? As if I could dream of winning. You heard the decree. All women will go through the strictest regimens in order to prepare for the competition. Competing would be awful, but winning would be even worse.
You're too scared to think beyond what you know.
I have sprawling deserts, an exciting city, my imagination, and you. I don't need a beyond.
My dear Esther, do you remember when you were a young girl, how you would stand and watch the storms roll in off the desert? You would watch for miles and miles as they drew on towards our door. And although it was a beautiful sight, you grew more and more frightened as it approached. And I would ask you, Esther, was Moses scared?
And I would say no.
Oh, and I would say, yes, of course he was. Frogs fell from the sky. The Nile turned to blood. That's scary. But Moses had faith. Do you remember the verse I always recited to you?
No, you have faith enough. No, you are strong and true.
And that God's love, always, like mine, will follow you. Esther, this could be your chance to be a part of something bigger than you've ever imagined.
I don't want bigger.
Maybe what God wants for you is bigger.
Uncle, I'm scared.
The things that scare us aren't always bad for us. Come, walk with me. Like we used to walk before a storm.
You would always buy me a sweet from the market to cheer me up.
I remember.
To distract me is more like it. I'm older now and I know your tricks.
Know you have faith enough. Know you are strong and true, and that God's love, always like mine, will follow you. Know you have faith enough. Know you are strong and true, and that God's love, always like mine, will follow you. Crazy, but faith is this. believing that what we don't know carries the mystery. Sometimes storms scar, but sometimes storms are a part of God's great plan. God's great plan. I know you have faith enough. I know you are scared. Be strong. You'll be stronger. You'll face it. Place it all in God's love. Know you have faith enough. Know you are strong and true, and that God's love always. If you place it all in God's hands, I know you have faith enough. I know you are strong and true, and I know that God's love, like mine, follows you. Know you have faith enough.
It worked. Don't you think this new rinse makes my hair shine?
If by shine you mean greasy, then yeah.
Dearie, here's that salt scrub that Haggai prescribed. Go to work on those calluses. Feet of a hobbit. All right, ladies, lunchtime. On today's menu, we have coconut water and an almond. Well, I can't have you presented to the king looking like a bunch of puff pastries now, can we? And you are, my dear?
Esther?
Well, Esther, I think we'll start you off with lessons in elocution.
Well, I'm off to get a bit of sun in the gardens. Haggai says he wants my skin somewhere between olive and mocha.
He said he likes mine as fair as milk.
But I think Xerxes prefers a little bit more of a milk chocolate.
Just be careful or you'll fry like a tomato.
Oh, stop. I'm too hungry for all this.
Hey, girls! Hey, guys! Line up, ladies! Let's see your progress, my beauties. Oh. What do we have here?
Esther, fresh off the camel.
It's just Esther, sir. Oh, your Excellency. Your coiffedness.
Well, I haven't been called your coiffedness since that weekend in Athens, but that's a story for another day. Call me Haggai. Well, Esther, join the line. Okay, ladies. Smiles! Nails! Ugh. Booties! And strike a pose.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me try again.
Oh, Esther, you are a funny girl. A word.
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. What was that?
Daily inspection.
Who is he?
That's Haggai, the royal stylist. He's responsible for our beautification.
He's your best chance at becoming queen. He'll know what to do for you, too.
Oh, the king is never going to pick me.
Oh, don't say that. No.
Oh, really? You all are so much prettier than I am.
No, don't say that.
Wait. Go on.
Well, I mean, look at you. Your skin is the most radiant skin I've ever seen. And how can the king resist those curls? And your smile is literally perfect. And your figure, I literally can't even. And
I didn't expect to see you here.
well,
I didn't think Haggai would take someone like you.
I don't know what you mean.
I can smell the latkes on your breath.
Hey, take your Real Housewives of Babylon attitude somewhere else.
What's going on here, ladies?
Well, I was just admiring how beautiful all of your women are. You must do your job very well. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov?
Oh, I mean, way to go.
Oh, Esther, there's something special about you. I can see it. Ladies, let's get to work.
Sorry, I am so sorry, but I really need to use the bathroom.
What?
I mean, you're always telling us to be clear during a show, plus I've been drinking all this coconut water.
Fine. Go. Run. It actually looked good for 5 whole minutes, and now we're at a bathroom break. While we're holding, can we run something?
Audrey, run that next dance break, will ya?
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I don't know, Harry. How's Ella holding up?
Oh, she'll be fine. We just have to have a little faith in her and keep Victoria off her back.
What about the harem girls over there?
Well, I was under the impression when I agreed to choreograph your show that we would have at least a few real dancers.
That I did, and what did I say about the rest of them?
Okay, take it from the tippy.
If I strike you, gal, as a fashion pal, with style and charm to spare, you are right, my pet, and you won't regret the wonders I'll do with your hair. If I strike you, ma'am, as the one with glam, it's true what you've been told. I'll polish up this gem, and you'll be showing them, and soon we'll be striking gold. We'll woo this king for you, you'll wow and he'll woohoo. Miss, don't be shy, trust old Haggai. Esther, there's a star in you. I like the look of that luscious hair. It's got a bit of that desert air. A few highlights and the king will stare. I'm striking gold with you. Though some may scoff, it is not a sin. We need to tan her complexion. We'll bronze you like a Kardashian. I'm striking gold with you. Frumpy frock, pardon me, but eek, this one has such Babylon mystique. It's so je ne sais quoi Bible chic. I'm striking gold with you. I dig the ore from a dirty mine, then go to work till it's refined. And I suspect that I found a find. There's gold in them, their hills. Exquisite looks can't be bought or sold. God made you then, he broke the mold. Yes, you are 24 karat gold. You'll give the king some chills and thrills and chills and thrills and chills. Esther, my dear, you only have one chance to wow the king. It's like The Bachelor in 478 BC. Instead of a rose, you get a crown, so make it count. My work is done. Here now, it's your turn. Go see the king, make his passions burn. The royal crown is but yours to earn. I'm striking gold. I'm striking gold with you.
Xerxes has chosen for his new queen! Abby. Just pretend. Xerxes has chosen for his new queen, Esther! Okay. Save a good part for my niece, sis Darla. Voice of an angel, sis Darla.
My queen. Will I ever get used to hearing that? I'm sure it will grow on you.
What's the news around the palace this morning?
The palace is still buzzing from the news of the coronation.
Still? That was over a week ago.
Feasts, weddings, beautifications, everything lasts a little bit longer around here. And the people are excited to meet you. They adore you. Unlike the last queen, I dare say.
Was Queen Vashti all that bad?
Vashti was beautiful on the outside, yes, but you, my queen, have a radiance that comes from the inside. Forgive me a letter for you.
Oh, thank you. My dear, dear Esther, what a whirlwind these past few weeks must have been for you. I imagine how alone you must have felt and still feel, but know that as long as I serve in the palace, I am as close to you as we can be. My dear niece, I have heard rumblings. Nothing to worry your queen, but whispers that give me pause. I had counseled you to keep your heritage a secret in the palace, as I have myself, and I wish to remind you of that advice. Sometimes faith asks us to shout from the ramparts, and sometimes faith has us hold a thing in our hearts. Know you have faith enough, Uncle Mordecai.
Good morning, my queen.
Good morning, my king. Will I ever get used to saying that?
I'm sure. Esther, for you. A jewel for my jewel.
What did you say?
A jewel for my jewel.
Oh, I thought I heard something else. You offer too many gifts, my king.
Esther, you are the star in my eye, and I want you to shine brightly.
My king, Haman, to see you.
My king.
Ah, my noble Haman. Have you heard the newest report on the grain supplies in the provinces?
I did not, my lord. Did you?
What did you say?
Sorry?
What did you say?
Did you?
Oh, I thought I heard something else.
Yes, I have seen the report, but I would prefer a first-hand account, and I was wondering if you, Haman, might take up the task and bring me a more full report.
I thought you might ask, my lord, and so the preparations are nearly finished for us to ride to the provinces this morning.
Haman, your initiative does not go unnoticed.
Furthermore, my king, if I may be so bold, I wondered if your new queen might like to accompany the envoy. Perhaps she'd like to see a part of her new kingdom.
Haman, again, you are the man with the plan. Esther, would it please you to ride today?
I would very much like to go. I feel like I haven't left the palace in ages.
Excellent.
My queen, I will meet you and your entourage at the palace gates. My lord, you will have your report by supper.
And Haman, when you return tonight, you shall take your place at my table.
Thank you, my lord.
I mean it, Haman. Let my subjects bow down to you, for you have found favor with the king. Now let us leave my queen to her preparations.
My queen, would you like to ride today?
Retracing steps while I'm sighing, crying, resuming breathing, or at least I'm trying. Awakening to find that real is stranger than stuff of dreams. Arising to find I've risen in not knowing what it means. And trapped now in some fable, some legend, some moral play. Unsettling allegory, beginning or end, are we only halfway? I'm wild with doubt, and yet my heart beats steady. A strange joy terrifies me, but I'm ready. Awakening to find that real is stranger than stuff of dreams. Arising to find I've risen, a simple girl to a queen. My newborn state belies my state of mind. This choice lifeless means that the king will find. Esther is queen now, royalty somehow. I have faith enough. I trust in God, and yet my faith will shore me. Yet hardly recognize the girl before me. Awakening to find that real is stranger than stuff of dreams. Arising and recognizing what it
Not bad.
Thanks, Victoria.
Of course, everyone's waiting how you're gonna do at the end of Act 1 finale.
Oh,
How's that high A coming?
it's coming.
You do know we open tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I just took it to my teacher yesterday, actually, and we were working on the end of it. And
You know, it's what Audrey said. What's good of a leading lady when she can't deliver when it really counts? You do know that everyone is counting on you, so you better not let anybody down.
Victoria, don't you have a dressing room to go sulk in?
Oh, here's Michael to the rescue again. Are we on stage or off stage? I really can't tell.
I wish we were on stage right now, so one of us would be banished.
It doesn't matter how many emotional crutches you have, Ella. Your friend here can't sing a high A for you.
That's enough.
Good luck.
Ella, you can't let her get in your head.
But you heard what Audrey said.
And Audrey doesn't have enough brain cells to say something like that. Victoria's just playing you. She's been dying to play Esther since last year's Purim spiel.
But she has those notes and I don't. Why did I get cast?
Oh, whoa. Where did this come from? Okay, this is what I'm talking about. She feeds on your self-doubt. You can't give her any more. Listen to me. How many times do we sing about faith in this show? Maybe it's time you started listening to Esther.
Listening to Mordecai is more like it.
No, you have faith enough.
You're a dork.
No, you are strong and true.
This is cheesy.
And that God's love.
Always like mine will follow you. I hate you.
I hate you more.
Thank you.
Let all my subjects bow down to you, Haman, for you have found favor with the king. Yes!
Yes, you have certainly won the king's attention.
And admiration.
And affection.
Hold it! What are we doing in the harem? Kevin?
Yeah?
What are we doing in the harem?
I don't know what you're doing in the harem, but I was gonna.
Kevin? Set for the gates, for the palace gates in Susa.
Okay.
Please.
Ever seen aside from the marching band? Hey, look, there he is. Hey, Josh.
What are you guys doing here?
We wanted to see why you've been leaving practice. Have you been coming here?
How did you guys find me?
We had to call your mom. Your mom.
Well, here I am. Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you guys later.
Whoa, Romeo. We want to see you act.
I'm not playing Romeo.
Well, then who are you playing?
Haman.
Haman.
He's the villain.
Hey, man.
Knock it off.
Whoa! Settle down, Gaston. So what's this play about?
It's the story of Esther.
Esther? Now that sounds pretty old. Is this play about our grandmas or something? So does Haman, you know, with Esther?
What? No! You guys should go. I'm not going to be on again for a really long time.
Josh, let's take it from the top of the scene into your song.
Places for the top of the Haman scene.
Haman scene. Lucky us.
Guys, just... Let all my subjects bow down to you, Haman, for you have found favor with the king. Yes.
Yes, you have certainly won the king's attention.
And admiration.
And affection.
A few more favorable gestures towards the new queen, and I think she'll trust me as much as that old puppet king does.
You know, I can think of a few favorable gestures.
If you're interested in puppetry, perhaps you'd like some associates with experience.
Who know how to pull the strings.
Who can play the king like a dummy.
Do you doubt my talents? I've gotten this far, haven't I?
Oh, your talents are legendary.
I'll bet they are.
Guys! I mean, gentlemen. To reach a position like mine takes cunning.
Wit.
Charm.
Not to mention strength.
Determination.
Courage.
Muscle.
Lame. The guys aren't gonna believe this.
I can't do this.
Whoa. Josh, where do you think you're going? Josh, what's the problem?
I can't do this.
Josh, what's the problem?
Come on.
Oh, you don't want to play with your friends in the dresses anymore.
Shut up! Get out of my way!
Josh, please. We need you.
I'm not your guy.
Later, losers!
Well, this is just great.
Can't say I'm surprised. This show's been doomed since day one.
I'm not sure if the morale of this morality play could get any lower.
People, now's not the time to panic, all right? You just have to think about how the story we're telling, the scenes we're about to play are about people who are literally doomed. They are facing moments of peril. They feel helpless, and yet their salvation came. They just had to wait.
So you just want us to wait around until another actor comes to save us?
Well, that's sort of what the Jews did.
That's the tricky thing about faith. It might just seem like you're sitting around and doing nothing, but trusting that everything will turn out all right and putting it all in God's hands is actually doing something. It's a choice in itself.
So you want us to do something by doing nothing?
Yes.
Well, that didn't work.
Esther. The Jews had Esther. They didn't have faith in something. They had faith in someone.
Yes, they relied on her for their salvation.
And even Esther needed a little nudge from Mordecai.
Yes, her faith needed a little nudge from Mordecai. So I nudge you.
What?
You're on for Haman. You know the words, don't you? I always see you mouthing along to Haman's songs.
Well, I know this next number, but I don't...
Great. Put this on.
You mean it? I hope so.
We need you.
Thank you. I won't let you down. Any of you.
Great. Let's pick it up where we left off.
Gentlemen, to reach a position like mine takes cunning,
Wit,
Charm,
not to mention strength.
determination,
courage.
muscle. We may not be astronomers.
But we know when a star is on the rise.
Who can win a tic-tac-toe game?
Using just a tack and toe.
Rumor is he's got an 8-pack.
That's right, now who runs the show?
It's Haman. You can grow a beard in moments.
Gentlemen, of course I can.
We've heard that his beard shaves razors.
You betcha, who is the man?
It's Haman.
I don't climb a mountaintop instead. I cross the earth with every step.
He stomps it down.
On that hill I met a guy named Jack. I punched him and he broke his crown. Still came tumbling after.
Who can kill 2 stones with 1 bird?
Who can make an onion cry?
Who can eat a dingo's baby?
I'm so mean, who is the guy?
It's Haman.
Once I fought a band of 40 men. They came at me from every side.
Each one with swords.
And killed them all with just a passing glance. I barely hardly even tried. Then I broke a sweat and...
You broke a sweat?
No, I literally broke a sweat.
Oh.
How can one man be the end all?
Specimen of princely fame.
Did I hear a hint of doubt?
Not here, sir.
What is my name?
It's Haman.
Say it again.
It's Haman.
He loves my name. It's Haman.
Why do you not bow? Do you defy the king's command?
I will not bow to one who aligns himself with slippery eels and who weasels his way into the king's favor.
Will you tolerate this disrespect, Haman?
Respect is something earned, not demanded, you witless, honorless, godless...
And there it is.
His impudence is certainly because he is a Jew.
It seems rather fitting, doesn't it? Having someone like you serving in the palace to record all the deeds of greater men, like me.
My impudence hardly compares to the disdain I feel for someone like you.
If you want to start comparing disdain, Mordecai, my disdain for you and your people makes the desert wind seem mild and the noonday sun seem cool.
Haman, what will you do?
Haman, what will you do?
Haman.
I will go to see the king, and I will tell him something. But I don't remember what I tell him, because I'm a little fuzzy on this next song, and after all, I only got this role like 5 minutes ago.
You say, King Xerxes, there's a certain people dispersed among the peoples in all the provinces of your kingdom.
Know his lines?
Oh, that's right. Their customs are different from those of all other people, and they do not obey the king's laws. And you say?
It is not in the king's best interest to tolerate these people. And then you say?
If it pleases the king, let a decree be issued to destroy them.
And then I say, do with the people as you please. But then I don't remember what happens next. Oh, wait! Yes, I do! Faithful subject.
I need your help.
What?
Faithful subject.
Feed me my lines.
Me?
Give ear to what your king has to say.
I need your help.
Fine.
Now, Haman, tell me exactly what to say.
I barely know myself.
Let
all men hear.
Let all men hear.
Now this decree. In the 12th year of King Xerxes, with signet rings, I set a date that all must know
That all
and
must know and celebrate.
I thought you said you knew Haman's line.
I said I knew his song. I never said I knew his lines.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
A
people live
within
within our midst.
I can't forgive
if they persist. When I set laws,
When I set
they
laws,
disobey.
So
I have cause upon the stage.
upon the stage.
With signet rings,
I set
such
the
people to eradicate.
eradicate.
Therefore, let it be decreed in Susa and in all nations throughout the empire that on the 13th day of the 12th month in the 12th year of the reign of Xerxes, all men, women, and children belonging to that nation which refuses to adhere to or otherwise disregards the law set forth in favor of their own law shall be destroyed, shall be destroyed. Put plainly, the Jews must die, must die. Mordecai and friends, they all must die. The Jews must die, must die. They all must die. The Jews must die. The Jews must die. Must die. Mordecai and friends, they all must die. The Jews must die. Must die. They all must die. The Jews must die. The Jews must die.
They make us slaves or try to genocide.
Mordecai and friends,
Why
they
is it
all
that we have
must
done that is so
die.
wrong? That some Jews are persecuted once again.
They all
And
must
now
die.
that we
The
sing the
Jews
stupid
must
song.
die. The Jews must die. Must die. Mordecai and friends, they all must die. The Jews must die. Must die. They all must die. The Jews must die. The Jews must die. Must die. Mordecai and friends, they all must die. The Jews must die. Must die. They all must die. The Jews must die. Stop!
Oshe Shalom, Aleinu va'al kol Israel, be'imr. Amen.
The one who creates harmony on high, bring peace to us and to all Israel. And let us say, Amen.
Have courage, brothers and sisters.
Courage? Facing death at the hands of our neighbors?
Have faith.
Faith, courage, such big talk.
Please, find it in your hearts.
And which should I find first? Faith or courage?
Some find them separately. Others find courage with faith.
And after hearing Haman's decree, Mordecai, you have faith, even now?
Yes, even now.
Even when this edict means our people's destruction, you ask for courage? Even though Haman decrees our fellow citizens may slaughter us? Tell us, Mordecai, are you feeling courageous?
No, I'm as afraid as you are. But no, it is at times like these that we must trust that God will deliver us. Let God be in control. There is someone who will save us, I know it.
That's another one in sackcloth. Every time you turn around, there's wailing and gnashing of teeth. Old man, how has the world wronged you this time?
Have you not heard the king's decree that all the Jews shall be annihilated?
Well, I thought I heard something of that sort.
Young and old, women and children.
Wait a minute, I know you. I delivered a letter to Queen Esther for you once.
All on a single day.
You're Mordecai.
I am.
I'm sorry about the decree.
Wait. You can help me. Please, take this to Queen Esther. Perhaps she can persuade the king to change the edict.
Change the edict? That's funny. Once King Xerxes makes the decree, it can't be repealed.
Please, take it.
Very well. My queen, I believe you know a Mordecai who works in the palace. Well, I just passed him at the palace gates, dressed in sackcloth and ashes. He gave me this to give to you.
Sackcloth and ashes? Please, you must bring him proper garments.
Oh, girl, I'm on this. Excuse me. Are you Mordecai? Well, the queen bids me give you this.
Take them away. They do not befit my state.
A shower and a light pomade would befit your state, but well, let's start with these, shall we?
Tell me, has the queen read the decree?
Yes, and no to the robe.
I'll have none of them. Return to the queen and implore her, please, go to the king for our sake.
All right. He wouldn't take the Valentino. Maybe he's more of a Burberry man. Also, he implores you to go to the king for our sake.
He is right. I must go to King Xerxes.
Whoa, Essie. You are clearly still new here.
You can't go to the king unsummoned. Anyone who approacheth the king in his inner courts unsummoned shall be put to death.
Put to death?
Unless the king extends his golden scepter to spare their life.
But I haven't been summoned by the king in weeks.
And when it comes to summoning women, this king has a pretty bad track record.
Oh, Mordecai, how am I to help my people?
Your people?
Oh, well, as queen, aren't all of my subjects, even Jews, my people?
You're very generous, my queen, but I'm afraid your hands are tied.
Go to Mordecai and tell him that I cannot go before the king.
I'll do that while I take him the Burberry. Ooh, I should take the Versace too, just to be on the safe side. You! While the queen understands your plight, she can't go before the king unsummoned, or she would face almost certain death. Also, I brought you some more options for robes. I thought you were more of a Burberry. Was that really necessary?
Almost certain death. We are facing absolutely certain death. Return to the queen and tell her not to think for one moment that because she resides in the palace, to think that her fate will be any different than ours. Please, ask her, does she not feel in her heart that she's come to this royal position for such a time as this?
I'll give her the message. Boy, I want you to do cardio today. I'm supposed to tell you. Don't think for one moment since you reside in the palace that your fate will be any different. And do you not feel in your heart that you've come to this royal position for just such a time as this? And also, I am using contextual clues here. Are you a Jew?
Shh. Yes, I am a Jew, but I am not ready to make that known to the king.
If there was ever a time to make it known, this would be it.
My queen, when I first approached Mordecai at the palace gates, he said that he knew someone would save the Jews. Maybe you are that person.
How could it possibly be me? I'm not brave. I'm barely a queen.
It's not the people who are courageous aren't brave. It's that they fake bravery until they have enough courage to do what they must.
Perhaps my life, if this journey, perhaps it is all part of a bigger plan. Go. Tell Mordecai to gather all of the Jews of Susa. Have them pray and fast for me. Tell them not to eat or drink for 3 days and nights. And I and my attendants will do the same.
What?
When this is done, I will go before the king, even if it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish.
I have faith in you, my queen. Mordecai said something that stuck with me. He said, let God be in control. Hold on to that.
Just pretend, let God be in control. As always, just pretend, and know God hears your voice and answers. Just pretend, let God be in control. As always, just pretend, and know God hears your voice and answers. Things will be fine, you will be fine, if we all believe. Things will be fine, we will be fine, if we all pretend. I'll just pretend I have the voice to be strong for my people. Just pretend. I'll just pretend God hears your voice and answers. Just pretend. Just pretend. God hears your voice. Things will turn out fine. Just pretend. And know God hears your voice and answers. Be strong and see it through. Just pretend you're precious in His sight. Just pretend. And know God hears your voice. Trust in God, you're precious in His sight. Things will be fine, I will be fine, if we all believe. Things will be fine, we will be fine, if we all pretend. We all pretend, just pretend. God is in control. That's all right. Just pretend. God things will be fine, I will be fine, if we all believe. Things will be fine, we will be fine, if we all pretend, we all
Okay, everyone. That's the end of Act 1. Take 10. We need it.
Yeah, we definitely need that.
represent?
Oh, they stand for comedy and tragedy.
Yes. The ancient Greeks used them to tell their audience what type of play they were watching. If they saw a cast member wearing a scowling mask, they knew they were ready for a tragedy. In a tragedy, someone dies at the end, sometimes a lot of people. If they saw a character wearing a smiling mask, they knew they were watching a comedy. And if things started to look a little grim, they knew everything would work out. But if things didn't work out by the end, one of the gods would come down and fix it all. So my question for you is, what kind of play are we in?
Well, this show is kind of comic, but people are going to laugh at us.
Hey, have a little faith.
Our play is about faith, but this is looking a little tragic right now.
Yeah, one of our leads just up and quit.
In Act 1, we couldn't even get through 5 minutes without something going wrong.
I know. Our show has some moments of tragedy, but think about this. We have a new Haman who's going to be awesome.
Yeah. I looked over my lines during the overly long intermission. Nobody called for places. I forgot I was still the stage manager.
And if you need help, Zeke will be here to help you with your lines. If only Zeke could remember his lines.
Guys, I can do this.
And we have an Esther who's going to blow the roof off this place.
But can you really blow the roof off an amphitheater?
We don't need your smash.
She just needs to have as much faith in herself as we have in her. Ella, Esther drew strength from the people around her to do something that mattered. You can draw strength from everyone around you here. All right. Now, people, we have Act 2 to still rehearse. People, the finale has to be perfect. If not, the gallows for all of you.
And if you don't know what you're doing,
just pretend.
That cheese factor of a pep talk was off the charts.
Victoria, you're such a great performer, but you've got some serious attitude to get under control. I'll tell you what, you stop giving Ella so much flack, and I'll consider keeping your surprise reprise in the show. Deal?
All right.
All right, I'll see you in the finale. You better bring it. All right, people, Act 2. Let's do this.
I cannot sleep. I know. I'll have a bedtime story. Sheila!
Yes, my king?
Sheila, summon one of the royal scribes and bid her to bring the Book of Chronicles.
Very good, sir.
The Book of Chronicles records my reign. One story from that, and I'm sure to conk right out. Read to me.
The conquest of Euphrates.
Heard it.
Oh. The taxation of the provinces.
You read that one last time.
Oh, so I did. Well, what about the foiled assassination?
Oh, now that one sounds exciting. Let's have that.
Very good. Of King Xerxes and the coronation of Queen Esther, two of the guards guarding the palace gate plotted against King Xerxes, saying,
What do I do then? Tell me once again. Then you sneak around the back. Surprise, take your dagger out for the sneak attack.
But Mordecai, who was known to frequently walk around the palace gate, overheard their treacherous plot.
Hello, gentlemen, so we meet again, and it seems I'm just in time. Let me take that knife, save King Xerxes' life, and this foolish harebrained crime. Won't you follow me? Come and you will see just what happens when you plot the king to assassinate, but then you get caught.
What the heck?
Stupid is as stupid does. You'll get what you deserve because no one hears our king. Let the nation sing. Make me feel the sting. The consequence of plotting this crime. You silence. Now it's time.
And so, Big Thanon and Teresh were hung.
Tell me, is it written in the book of Chronicles? Is it written in the book of Chronicles that we ever showed our gratitude to Mordecai?
Not according to the book, Your Majesty.
Well, now I'm more awake than ever. Hey, guy!
Yes, sir.
Tell me, hey, guy, are any of my advisors in the court right now?
Oh, Haman is at hand.
Bid him come in. And you, write this down. We're going to finish this story right now.
Yes, my lord.
Hello, Haman. Tell me, what should be done for somebody the king would like to honor?
Well, my lord, for someone the king wishes to honor, you should bestow a royal robe worn by the king and a horse ridden by him, one with a royal crest placed on the head. The robe and horse should be entrusted to one of the king's most noble princes, who should present these gifts to him and lead him through the city streets on horseback.
Excellent! Hey, guy, go fetch a horse and a robe. And Haman, please present these gifts to Mordecai.
Mordecai?
Thank you, Haman. As one of my most trusted advisors, I can only entrust this task to you. You have proven yourself worthy once again. Have you writ that all down?
Yes, Your Highness.
And having settled the matter, I now find I'm suddenly quite sleepy.
Haman, why are you so angry?
Mordecai, that awful Jew.
Master, we are at your service.
All right, then.
What should we do?
Let's hang him. See if I parade the old man around like a noble.
Is there no justice?
And first, he never ever bows down.
Pays his true respects to you.
Now it seems he's Xerxes' favorite.
Alright then, what should we do?
Let's hang him. Let us build a gallows just for him and build it 20 cubits high.
Up to the sky.
Tie the rugged rope around his neck and as he drops away, bye. Oh, such joy to watch him
Off we go to
die.
draw the plans up.
Gather all the wood and stone.
Make it just for one show only.
Don't miss it, Mordecai's own.
Let's hang him.
Bone-chilling moan.
Let's hang him.
Clear
the drop
zone. Let's hang him. Why must there always be someone to hate? And why is this powerful force so innate? First picking sides, then drawing lines, lines in the sand that people create. Why must there always be an us and a them? A someone to curse, a someone to condemn. Thirsty for blood and raking the mud, feasting on fear again and again. Old wounds stay fresh, never left to mend and heal. Make up new enemies when others aren't real. You'll never find peace if you're an angry man, cutting us down till there's no one left to answer. Why must there always be someone to hate? And what is this pure, a sad human trait? Can we choose compassion though it's very late? Or do we choose silence, do nothing and wait? When hatred and violence are great, let go and let God choose your fate. Why must there always be someone to hate?
Someone to hate is not always a them, not always a him or a her. When I look in the mirror, the someone to hate is often the person I see. The someone I hate is me. Am I unworthy in your sight, O Lord? Just dry and worthless dust.
days of fasting, and you're as poised as a puma. Meanwhile, I'm ready to gnaw off my arm.
Hey, guy, this is no time for jokes.
I joke about things when they get too serious.
This is serious. I've prayed for 3 days that some sort of miracle would happen and that I'd be summoned. Hey, guy, why haven't I been summoned?
Who knows the whims of a king? The king will summon you. He will extend his golden scepter to you, and then they won't.
Hey, guy, this is no time for jokes, and as queen, I order you to stop joking about my life. Hey, guy, what if I'm banished just like Vashti?
This is not the Esther I trained to be queen.
My training didn't prepare me for this moment. Xerxes used to lavish me with gifts, but nowadays... Hey, guy, what if Xerxes doesn't love me? What if I'm put to death? What if I fail my people?
Esther, my queen, the very fact that you are here right now means you have way more bravery than you could have ever thought.
But
you doubt whether you can be queen. You doubt whether the king loves you. You doubt whether you can save the Jews. It's time for your doubts to give way to faith. And your faith, give way to action.
My heart is racing.
It beats for your people.
Okay, I totally don't want to kill you, but I've misplaced my golden scepter.
What?
What?
I'm sorry, I've been looking everywhere for it, and I just can't find it.
Kevin, everyone, look for the golden scepter.
I'm really sorry. I know this is like the climax of the show and everything.
It's not like the climax, it is the climax.
Things will be fine. They'll be fine.
Here, why don't you use this?
Okay, I'm okay. Okay, sure, okay.
My king.
You seem troubled, Esther.
I was afraid of how you would receive me and the request that I bring.
What is your request, my queen?
My king, on behalf of Xerxes, do you love me?
Esther.
Do you love me, or will I one day be a banished queen just like Vashti?
My dear, dear queen. Esther, my love, in 100 years, could someone look down on a face like yours and love with a fraction of the whole of my love? The love that we share hardly seems possible. Just think in 1,000 years from now, two lovers will stand sensing us somehow, and gazing to heaven above, we'll know of our love, the love that we share hardly seems possible.
I'm straining to speak, I'm struggling to say, my words in 2,000 years, two souls will
Finally find the words
to say.
You've never said I love you.
I never had the words until now. What is your request, my queen? Even up to half the kingdom, it shall be given to you.
If it pleases the king, come with Haman and Mordecai tonight to a banquet that I have prepared. There, I will give my request.
We will obey the queen's wishes. Let us summon our guests.
Zeke, you just made it through a whole scene without forgetting your lines.
Hear ye! Hear the king's decree! At the request of Queen Esther, tonight will be a grand banquet at the palace of Susa!
Who was that?
I did it! Weren't we just here?
Who cares? Let's party.
I heard Queen Esther has a big announcement. Maybe she's having a baby. Maybe this is a baby shower. Aww.
I don't care if it's twins. It's feasting time again.
Welcome you to feast with us.
Party like there's no tomorrow.
Funny you should put it thus. When I tell you this, my darling, you will see you've been misled. Like a murder mystery party, someone wants me dead.
What are you talking about? Who would plot against you? Someone here is plotting murder.
Someone in this very hall, for me and every Jew in Persia.
Tell me who has the ball.
It's Haman.
He wrote an edict against us. Is this like an Old Testament version of Clue?
What do you mean by us? Can it be that I have married?
Yes, indeed, your wife said you. And the man who wants to kill us.
Don't tell me, now I know who.
It's Haman.
Can it be true?
It's Haman. Once you ruled us as a shadow king, choosing who would live or die. Now the light has shone her evil rays, so tell me all the reasons why. Whether you should live or die.
Though the king may be hot-tempered, I am sure that you will see reason, my queen. Most majestic royal lady, queen of opulence and grace, though you think I may be shady, having threatened your whole race, well, I must admit it looks bad, but I didn't know your genes. Abraham is your good granddad. I beg you, save me, queen.
You are vile, Haman, and your groveling disgusts me.
This is all just one giant misunderstanding. I beg you, save my life.
And why should I save your life when you would murder mine? Threaten any race or creed or tongue. But every life is sacred, yes, even yours, although the king might have you on.
Spare me, please, Queen Esther. Can't you supplicate the king? Will you pardon your molester?
Well, go on, I'm listening.
If you save my life, I'll show you just how grateful I can be. say the word! Haman, my once trusted advisor. First trickery and now this!
A scoundrel dwells
within our midst. I can't live if he persists, snatching his reign of hate. And this man too, both meet their fate. This man must die, must die. Haman and his hate, they both must die. This man must die, must die. Your king decrees, this man must die. This man must die. Must die. Haman and his hate, they both must die. This man must die, must die. Your king decrees,
Your Highness, one word.
You are in need of a creative solution.
And we know just the thing.
We know Haman built a gallows, especially for Mordecai. But the noose is one size fits all.
Oh boys, you know me too well.
Let's hang him.
That'd be swell.
Let's hang him.
Send him
to hell.
Let's hang him.
Everyone, opening night's going so well. Just as I knew it would. I know I'm always telling you guys to just pretend, but there comes a time in our lives for us, just like the characters we play on stage, where what we pretend becomes real, where the intangible thing called faith becomes a real action. You guys have a great show, but now it must be more than just show. Now let's finish our story. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3.
Just pretend!
Hey, good job.
Thanks. You too.
Ella, you sounded great out there.
You sound surprised. Have a little faith.
Something's different. I think someone started believing in herself.
I had more to learn from Esther than I thought. Now I know that God is in control, as always.
And now you know you have the voice to be strong for your people.
Now I
know my words to have authority. Esther, now I know.
Now I know. With strength we God is in control. Now I know we're precious in His sight.
With faith in God, things turn out fine. When we all believe, with trust and hope, we all are fine. When we all believe, oh, we never know what will come in future days. Be who you are and set the world ablaze. Just be your true self and risk, aspire, explore. We don't have to pretend, never have to pretend anymore. We never know what will come in future days.
Be who you are and set the world ablaze.
Just be your true self and risk, aspire, explore.
We don't have to pretend.
Hag Purim, Hag Gadol Hulai Hudim, Masachot Vrashanim, Zmirot Machadim. Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Havana Risha, Rash, 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 Barashadim.
Feast again, drink again, tell a rouse, tell a light, sing a power, and the Rashanim, sing a Ramadim. So make a joyful noise, all you happy girls and boys, make a joyful sound, let's get down in this town.